Hello, this is Danielis Garcia from Master of Arts in Applied Linguistics to the Teaching of English from WAS University. We are Group 4, composed by Jovelkis Paulino, Ilian Quesada, Rafael Marmolejos, and Danielis Garcia. Now, we are going to be analyzing the article The Contribution of Written Corrected Feedback to Language Development, a 10-month investigation published on May 20th, 2009. The study conducted by John Bechner and Yud Notch discusses some of the theoretical issues raised against the practice of written corrected feedback, outlines the status of recent empirical evidence, and presents a 10-month study of the effects of two functional uses of the English article system, given to 52 low intermediate English second language students in Auckland, New Zealand. In this opportunity, we are going to share important information like introduction, hypothesis, objective, methodology, instrument, results, and impact in our society. This research emerged with John Truscott in 1996, who claimed that error correction in ESL should be abandoned. On the other hand, Ferris pointed the opposite. Therefore, it was necessary to answer the following question. Is written corrected feedback effective to improve language development?
Hello, my name is Ilian Quesada, and now I'm going to share with you the objectives of this research article. According to this question presented by Danielis, it is important to highlight that most teachers of foreign language believe that one of their responsibilities as a teacher is to provide their L2 learners with written corrective feedback on the errors they make in their writing. While composition teachers may be more likely to do this so that their learners can edit their writing and produce error-free revisions. Language learning teachers may do it in order to help their learners acquire specific targets like forms and structures demonstrated in the writing of new texts. Over the years, teachers in both contexts have tended to assume that their learners benefit from the feedback they provide, even if it is not always immediately evident. Though some scholars have questioned the efficacy of corrective feedback, and others have argued that under specific conditions it can be helpful. That's why the aim of this article is to outline recent empirical findings, direction for further research, and pedagogical recommendations from what we know and what we think might be future findings. The objective was to determine the role that written corrective feedback might play in long-term acquisition and to investigate whether there is a differential effect on accuracy for 4 different written corrective feedback options that are error correction plus written and oral metalinguistic explanation assigned to Group 1, error correction plus written metalinguistic assigned to Group 2, error correction assigned to Group 3, and no correction assigned to Group 4. Therefore, there were 2 research questions framed to investigate this aim. Let's see them. The first one was, does accuracy in the use of 2 functions of the English article system improve over a 10-month period because of written corrective feedback? And the second one was, does accuracy in the use of these 2 functions of the English article system vary according to the written corrective feedback options provided?
Hello everyone, my name is Rafael Marmolejos and I am going to tell you about how this research was carried out. Well, once the authors of the study had identified the problematic situation that had called their attention, in this case the students' accuracy in the use of a and the as functions of the English article system, they set their hypotheses and objectives and chose a specific population of 52 low intermediate level of proficiency students from backgrounds where articles are included in their first language. Then, as an instrument, these students were given 5 pieces of writing to describe what was happening in a picture of a social gathering that could be a beach, a picnic, a campsite, a family celebration, and a sporting event. To facilitate their production, some of the key vocabulary items were provided around the margins of each picture with arrows pointing to the relevant person, object, or activity. Additionally, they were allowed to use dictionaries and ask the researcher for a particular word if necessary. An explanation and illustration of the use of such articles were also attached to their pretest pieces of writing. 30 minutes time was given for the writing of each description. As to the results of the study, its authors used different analyses of variance such as one-way and two-way ANOVA, as well as Tukey's post-hoc pairwise comparison to measure the behavior of the variables. They finally used tables and graphs to represent the values.
Hello, my name is Jovelkis Paulino, and now I am going to present the conclusions of this study. The study found that the 3 groups of students who received reading corrective feedback, WCF, outperformed the control group who didn't receive feedback, and this pattern continued over a 10-month period. Also, no difference in effect was found between the 3 treatment groups, indicating therefore that any one option was as effective as another. The contribution that this study makes to the existing literature is its demonstration of the role that reading corrective feedback can have on the long-term acquisition of certain linguistic elements, and as such supports Trosco's predictions that WCF may be effective for helping learners to acquire some linguistic forms and structures. We recommend to the researchers and authors of this research article to continue with this line of investigation because that study only considered the effect of reading corrective feedback on the use of 2 functions of the English article system. But given its positive findings, we would suggest that further research investigates its effect on other linguistic error categories and with over an extensive period of time. Thank you.